Welcome back to Christina Land, a place for grown-up gift givers and adult toy collectors. I am hoping to release this video on Thanksgiving because what I am going to unbox today, in my opinion, has to do with Thanksgiving. Roughly. Okay, maybe not what I'm unboxing has to do with Thanksgiving, but what it's based on, what it's loosely based on, in my opinion, has to do with Thanksgiving. Do you know what it is? Can you guess? Nope. Okay. Yes, I hear you. I hear you out there. You may think the Addams Family is just Halloween. But the Addams Family Values, released in 1993, is definitely a Thanksgiving movie. Because there is a great scene that has to do with Thanksgiving. I mean, it takes place at a summer camp that Wednesday and Pugsley goes to, which makes no sense why you do a Thanksgiving play at summer camp. But there you go. Now, it is rated PG-13. I don't know if it's really for kids. I saw it as a kid, but it was very heavily edited on TV when I saw it as a kid, so I watched it the other day just to confirm that it is a Thanksgiving movie. It is. It's a very good perspective on Thanksgiving. Yes. But again, it's rated PG-13 for what it said was macabre humor, and it's very macabre. It's dark. It's probably not for kids who take things literally. But if you want to introduce your kids to the Addams Family, there's, I guess, the 50s version, which I have never seen. But there's also the 2019 animated version, which also has macabre, darker humor, but not as much as the 1990s movies. I watched the 2019 Addams Family movie for the first time the other day, and I really enjoyed it. Now, when the trailer came out, I actually liked the trailer. I was for it because I like the Addams Family. I like the creepiness. And to see them again is fantabulous, in my opinion. But then it got panned by critics. I remember a few saying the animation was just grotesque and ugly, and that they're like, it's just like 3 different short stories. They didn't need that. So I was expecting hideous animation and like story A, then story B, then story C. But in my opinion, the animation is stylized, but I wouldn't say it was hideous. I actually really liked the animation, especially when it took place in the Addams' house or with their family, but also with the other people who are not Addamses. I thought the animation was fine. I didn't think it was grotesque. It was stylized, but I didn't think like, oh my gosh, it's ugly, turn away. It was fine. I really enjoyed the movie too. I laughed at a lot of parts, and the voice work was really good. And I am highly biased for the 1990s versions. But I really enjoyed it, and I will say I had lower expectations. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it. That sometimes happens. But I did see that one of my favorite movie critics, Rachel Reviews, I will put her link in the description. You should check out her reviews. She's really good. I really like what she says, even if I don't always agree with it. She has a very good point about why she doesn't or doesn't like things. She was one of the few critics who actually liked the 2019 Addams Family film. So I thought, okay, there are some movies I really like and Rachel likes too. I will check it out. And I liked it. So it was good. Okay, but now, if you've seen the Addams Family Values, you know why it's a Thanksgiving movie. And I recommend it. Again, not for kids, because there are, scenes that are just not for kids. They're not. But if you enjoy a creepy family that has its heart in the right place. Okay, well, Morticia and Gomez have their heart in the right place. Let's say that. Wednesday and Pugsley, not so much. But it's still a joy. It's a joy. What I love about Gomez and Morticia is they love each other so much. Like, in both the 1990 versions and the 2019 version, and I have not seen the newest one, the sequel, so I don't know what to say about that yet, but the versions I've seen, they just adore each other. I think they're a great role model for a married couple, and it's not just me. Cinema Therapy did a video on, like, marriage tips. Okay. Cinema Therapy did a video on marriage tips from the 1990s versions of the Addams Family. And not only did Cinema Therapy share that, but the Gottman Institution, or the Gottman Institute, or the Gottman Family, the Gottman something, tweeted out about it. And the Gottman Institute is like the premier institute for like having a healthy marriage, having a great relationship. So, I mean, if the Gottmans like Morticia and Gomez, or rather the Gottman Institute. I don't know if the Gottmans themselves actually like it, but the Gottman Institute liked it. So, okay, so enough about the movies, but that's why I'm releasing this, or hoping to release this on Thanksgiving Day. So Gomez and Morticia are presented by Living Dead Dolls. LDD Presents, and they have their own website, which I'll also put in the link in the description. This, however, is on a wait list, so you can't get it right now. You can pre-order Uncle Fester and It. So far, this is all they have of the Addams Family Living Dead Doll Presents. Gomez, Morticia, Uncle Fester, and It. I found this at FYE, which I've just now realized stands for your entertainment. At least I'm pretty sure it does. I didn't actually confirm this, but yeah, all this time I thought FYE, that's such a weird name for a store. And then I just realized it's for your entertainment. Of course. I might edit this part out so you don't realize how, like, silly I am for not realizing this earlier. Because really, I've wondered for years. How strange, FYE. Anyway, I found this at my local FYE store. The list price is $80, but if you sign up for FYE, or at least when I signed up, their emails, their newsletters, you get a 20% off coupon, and then if you sign up for being an FYE member, you get 10% off. So I got this for 30% off, which means it was $58, which is great. Oh, and being an FYE member, I don't know how much it costs, except there's a small fee that you pay every month. That's what the manager of the FYE store told me. He didn't tell me how much it was. I didn't ask. He just said, it's a small fee. For this month, it is free, so we'll see if I continue with that. I might not, because I don't know how much the small fee is. Do you know? Can you let me know in the comments? Because I have no idea. The back of the box says, LDD presents the Addams Family. Think your family is weird? LDD presents the Addams Family, the kookiest family on the block who redefine what it means to be a good neighbor. Riddled with explosive energy, Gomez is a devoted husband who lives to lavish his wife. Gomez is suave and sophisticated, outfitted in a pinstripe suit and tie. Morticia is the cool, calm, and collected center of the Addams Family, and is the perfect counterpart to her hot-headed husband. Morticia is bewitching, wearing a gown with octopus-like tendrils at the hem. And LDD, Living Dead Dolls, is by Mezco Toys, by collectors, for collectors. I have several Living Dead dolls. 2 of them are still in their packages, and they are actual Living Dead dolls, so they're in their coffins, because that's how they come. If you want me to unbox the Living Dead dolls I have, please let me know in the comments. I have yet to do it. I have 2 of them. And then I do have another Living Dead Doll Presents, and Harley Quinn is the one I have. She is the first Living Dead doll I actually ever saw. I saw her at Spencer's, and Spencer's no longer carries the Living Dead dolls, but FYE does, and Hot Topic, their website does, but I haven't seen them in an actual Hot Topic store for a while. Okay, so let us open the suave Gomez and the cool, calm, and collected Morticia. Oh, I just noticed on the art there is it. And then, where'd it go? Ah, the Addams mansion. It's right there. Now, some Living Dead doll collectors keep their dolls in the boxes. Again, I do have a few in their boxes just because I've never opened them. But I don't like keeping dolls in boxes. That's not a me thing. So, okay, aside from the two that I have in their boxes because I haven't unboxed them yet. But I usually don't keep them in their boxes because, again, not a me thing. So they're in their plastic wrap. Oh, look, I don't need scissors. Yay! That always makes me so happy when I don't need scissors. Cannot tell you how happy it makes me. Oh. Okay. Oh. Hello, Gomez. He's so cool. So, here is Gomez Addams. And what I like about this interpretation of Gomez and Morticia is I feel it's like kind of like a compilation of all three of the Addams family iterations, or at least the three I know of. Granted, I've never seen the 50s version, so I could be wrong in that. But I've seen pictures of, what's his name? John Astin's dad. John Astin, yes. I've seen pictures of John Astin as Gomez Addams. And he kind of looks like this, maybe. Well, he's wearing a pinstripe suit anyway, and his hair is like this. I think this also looks like Raul Julia, who played Gomez Addams in the 90s version, because Raul is suave and sleek, and I feel he looks sleek. But then this also looks like the character that Oscar Isaacs portrayed in the 2019 animated version, because he has a dagger on his tie. And he has a mole on his cheek. And in the animated version, he has a mole on his cheek. Alright, so Gomez has short black hair. It's a little long. It's like a medium. Okay. I don't know hairline. But I'm trying my best. Gomez has short black hair. It's a little bit layered. There we go. I did it. Layered in the back, shorter in the front. I thought it would be gel just based on the way it looks here. Come on, camera. You can focus. I think it's doing it. Good job, camera. Who's a good camera? You're a good camera. But it's actually not that gelled. Yeah, it's not that gelled at all, so that's nice. He has dark eyebrows, white painted eyes with pupils in the middle, no irises, a painted dark mustache, at least I think it's painted. Yep, it's painted. Painted dark mole on his cheek. And then a blue and white pinstripe suit, a black tie with a gold dagger, which I believe is stitched on there. Maybe it's printed on there. Okay, printed on there. And then a white collared shirt, black socks, plastic black shoes. There are a few threads. You can see loose threads. Okay, his jacket is Velcro, not buttons. And maybe that might bother people, that it's not working buttons, but I'm fine with Velcro because it's a lot easier to take off than working buttons. So yeah, he can Velcro all he wants. Let's actually undo this. Alright, so it looks like the white collared shirt is attached to the pinstripe pants. Again, I am fine with this because I'm not going to be taking off his clothes, so I'm so excited to have him. I really love the Addams family, and Morticia, Gomez, and Wednesday Addams are my favorites. So, yay! Hopefully, Living Dead Dolls Presents will do Wednesday Addams soon. Since they've been doing 2-pack dolls, probably they're going to do Wednesday and Pugsley, is my guess. Because that makes sense, doesn't it? It does. I do wonder if they're going to make Lurch, because Lurch is really tall. So, and, oh, I'm going to measure the doll for you. And Living Dead dolls are, nope, not that way. Almost 11 inches tall. Maybe just a little bit under 11 inches tall. And that's usually the standard size of Living Dead dolls. So again, I don't know how they would do Lurch, because Lurch is quite tall. They might do, if they do Lurch, by himself and just make him much taller and he is his own doll. Okay. You can see too, the white collared shirt does not have buttons. I might have said buttons earlier, but it does not have buttons, but it is a white collared shirt. Now we're going to Velcro it back. Yes, you're very suave, Gomez. Definitely suave. These do not come with stands, and they are expensive. I mean, $80 is the list price for these dolls that do not come with stands. Mezco company is a smaller toy company than, at least to me, than Hasbro and Mattel MGA, so I am okay with it. It's done by people who love the movies, who are collectors, so I'm okay. I think the quality is fine, and anything to have the Addams family is great to me. He has 5 points of articulation. Move the head left and right. Move his arms. Kind of, a little stiff. Which I find Living Dead dolls are stiff at first. And kind of bend the legs. We're not going to bend him. Like, he does have 5 points of articulation, but they are stiff, especially the legs, if I recall from my Harley Quinn. So, and I want them standing, despite the fact that I don't have stands. One day I'm going to get stands. Do you happen to know what doll stands are good doll stands that aren't, like, super expensive? I know there's Kaiser stands, but they're, like, $20 at least for a Kaiser, like, okay, a pack of Kaiser stands, but, like, maybe, I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked. They just seem like they're a lot for doll stands, and when I think I could spend $20 to get a doll instead, so even though I know I need doll stands, I don't think Kaiser would work anyway, because Kaiser are for smaller waisted dolls, and these are not smaller waisted dolls. Okay, Gomez, let's put you there, and let's take out Morticia. So you can see her octopus tendril dress. It is a tight black sleek dress with, like it says on the back of the box, octopus tendrils. She comes with plastic thingies around her hands, probably to keep the dye from transferring on her hands. So I wonder if I should take it off or keep it on, because I don't necessarily want the black to dye, the black to transfer and get on her hands, but I don't necessarily like the plastic on her. You know what, we're going to take it off. We're going to do it. Oh, but despite the plastic on the hands, you can see that she already has some black dye that got on her hands. I thought at first that was black nail polish, but it's not. Alright, why not? We'll take them off since she already has black dye on her hands. I have noticed with Living Dead dolls that the dye transfer is not the best job. Like, the dye transfer does transfer to skin. I tried to take off the outfit of my Harley Quinn doll and saw that there was black and red on her white body, which I'm okay with because Harley Quinn is going to stay in her Harley Quinn outfit. But if you're someone who doesn't like that, then probably don't spend the money on these dolls. Okay, it's a black sleek dress. It has little tendrils on her sleeves that, as we see, did get onto her white hand, so she does have a little black dye. She has white hands, white face, very white, especially compared to Gomez. Gomez is like a tan color, I'd say, and Morticia is white. White as death. White. Very pale. She has, I'd say, black red lipstick. She has black pointed eyebrows that are kind of higher than most eyebrows on dolls are. She has black eyeshadow on her eyelids and a little bit of black cat eyeliner on her eyes. Then printed eyes with black pupils. I thought her hair would be gelled as well, but it's not. It's very nice, very soft. A little imprinted here because of box hair. And I think she too is a compilation of, is it compilation or compilation? I know, it's a mix. There we go, that's better. I think she too is a mix of the 3 different versions of Morticia that I am aware of. The 1950s version, the black sleek dress, and then the black octopus tendrils is definitely from the 1950s. And it's also from the 2019 animated Addams Family version. But then the way her eyebrows and makeup is looks like Angelica Houston's version in the Addams Family from the 90s. She also has 5 points of articulation. Can move the head left and right. Can move the arms. I am not going to attempt to move the legs because this is a very tight black dress, so we're not even going to try to move the legs. Not going to happen. And I'll move this plastic thing that I keep making noise on. Should have moved that before. Did not think about that. That's okay though. Oh, let's see. Excuse me, Gomez. Do you have shoes? You do. She has... Okay, it looks like she has white cotton lining underneath the black dress, so that's cool. That also prevents dye transfer. And then she has black plastic boots. You know, I was expecting slippers, like little lady slippers. No, they're boots. That's fun. Okay. So that is Living Dead Dolls Presents The Addams Family, Morticia and Gomez. I think if you have the money, and you know, it's hard right now because Christmas is coming up and Hanukkah is coming up, or Hanukkah will be here soon, so you don't want to spend all the money on maybe especially expensive these toys or collectibles for you or a friend, especially because it's such an expensive price. And I will say that compared to other dolls or collectibles you can get for $80, the quality is probably better with other dolls. But I am honestly okay with this because I don't see Morticia and Gomez a lot. If you have the money, if you can sign up to get the 20% coupon off, and if you can sign up for FYE's VIP members and get 10% off, then I think it's worth it. But I do like Living Dead Dolls, and I really like when they do Living Dead Dolls Presents because we get collectibles that we can't find anywhere else, such as Morticia and Gomez. And because Addams Family Values is a Thanksgiving movie, this is why it's released on Thanksgiving Day. Please let me know in the comments if you think Addams Family Values is a Thanksgiving movie. I definitely think it is. And the only other Thanksgiving movies I can think of is A Garfield Thanksgiving and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which I haven't seen for a very long time. And I feel like there's probably a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. That sounds like that's something that would happen, but I've never seen it. Addams Family Values is the best one, though. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. Please like this video and subscribe for more videos. And remember, it's okay to like what you like, be who you are, and stay young at heart. Bye! Or maybe I should do it in a creepy voice. Goodbye. It sounded more like a Dracula voice. I won't try it in a spooky voice. I can't do creepy well. I like creepy, I just can't do creepy well. Oh, one more thing. So she does stand on her own, which is quite nice. That's exciting. I don't know if Gomez can stand on his own. I think he can if you position him right. Oh look, he can. So they don't necessarily need stands. So yay, that's exciting. And then if you stand her right, her octopus tendrils are like out and you can't see it. So I'm gonna put Gomez right there. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Look. And she didn't fall. That's exciting. Okay, putting her back. Okay, for reals. Bye!